Hey guys, John with Terminal Goblin Games here. Today we're going to be talking about Git. So Git is sort of notorious, like you see people online talk about how they don't really understand it all that well. And it's just been way overcomplicated. You really only need 4 commands to properly use it. So today I'm going to take you through those commands. I drew up some fancy graphics, as you can see here, to help illustrate it. Alright, so the first thing we're going to need is a Git Clone. So this is what happens when you clone something in Git. You got your Git server over here, and then you've got your code. By cloning, you're taking this code in your little code treasure chest here, and you're putting it in a different chest that you're taking home with you. So a way that we're going to do this is I'm going to show you on the command line here. And I'll show you in a Gui Client at the end of the video, but you can use the command client. I believe in you. You can use a terminal. Git. I'm really not making the argument for this with my typing skills. Alright, so we've got this folder called recipe. That's for something later. Right now we're going to clone a repository from suckless.org. So we're going to do git clone. This is git.suckless.org/ we're going to git menu. Now this is a public repository, so it's not going to ask for any sort of login or anything unless you want to push. You cannot push to stuff like Suckless. You need like an account. It'll ask you for something, for a login and stuff. So let's go into D menu, and here we have all of the code right here. So if we do vim draw.c, we have all this cool, neat code. And we got it from a trusted source, which is Suckless. And we have a local copy of this program now. And I want to show you the same thing. Actually, no, we'll do that in the end of the video. So that's all clone is. Exactly what it says on the box. So now we're going to talk about pushing. Yeah, or committing, sorry. So when you make changes, you need to commit them commit them with a message. That way people know what you changed. And you see here he's got his little note, and he's throwing the changes note into the code here that's living on the Git server. Let's go back here to our terminal. So I have something that I'm waiting that I needed to add here. This is my game After Castle. Someone suggested I add a Mac. So I exported it as a Mac, and it's time to add it. So first, I need to do git add whatever. That's just to make sure whatever's not in Git, it adds it. I guess that would make it 5 commands, but you know, whatever. Still easy, still doable. And then we're going to do git commit m -m for message. If you don't know, terminals use these dashes. Some use double dash, some use single. That's just something you figure out with use or reading the man page. And added Mac binaries. Hit enter. It's generating our diff file here. And now we're just going to do git push tgg master. This is pushing it to, actually let's just push it straight to GitLab. So git push master. Okay, it's not going to let me do that. So git push tgg master. We're going to push this to my Git server. The Terminal Goblin Games Git server it is. And it's going to take a while. This is a bit of an upload here. And once this finishes, yeah, I want to see where my Git is. Origin. Git push origin master. So it's going to ask me for a login. I'm going to do my GitLab login. Failed. Okay, looks like I got my password wrong. Copy it from my password manager. Go. And again, uploading. And while that's happening here, I'm going to GitLab. I'm going to show you here. See, I added some stuff about 14 hours ago. Okay, so that's done. So let's refresh here. And there we go. Added Mac binaries. It shows our last commit. And so now, now we're live. now we've got the zip file here. That's all well and dandy. That's your basic use of Git, really. So now what we're going to do is, what happens if someone changes something on the server end, but you don't have it locally? That is where Git pull comes in. Got his little rope here. He's pulling the code from the server. I didn't make a graphic because I forgot, and he's going to put it in his own little local chest here. So to demonstrate that, I've made a change in a remote repository and cd recipe terminal. And this is just a side project I'm working on. Alright, you see we got, these two text files, just some recipe terminal stuff. And so I have something on the server that I don't have here. So what I want to do is I want to git pull home. Git pull home master. Git pull. There we go. Yeah. So I just pulled from my my personal server, and I pulled the latest. You see here, we added a line to veggieCurry.txt, and we added some stuff and removed some stuff from main.cpp that I didn't have earlier. So we do another ls, and there's our veggieCurry. And you see I didn't actually write the recipe out because I just wanted it for demonstration purposes. And finally, git push, which we just showed. We're just yeeting this code back to our Git server here, which we've already shown that. Now I'm going to show you, kind of the same stuff, but via a Gui client in case you're super terminal adverse. But I think you can do it. So what I have here is it's called Guitar. It's open source Git GUI. So we're going to clone, and we're going to do git.https git.sucklist.org, and we're going to do DWM this time. That's my terminal manager. Not terminal manager, window manager. And there's a test button if you want to make sure you typed right. Good. Let's clone. So it's trying itself. Yeah, there we go. So now we have all this stuff here. These are all the commits, the commit-m's that other people did. And I'll open up a GUI thing here. I don't know where I'm going. Give it, there we go. And there we go. We now have all this stuff here. Now we gotta make it and all that stuff, but that's fine. Exit out of that. And you can do, your pulls and pushes. It's the same concept, just with the GUI. If you want, I will clone a. Actually, let me clone After Castle. Just to show you one. Oh, and it crashed on me. Well, that is fantastic. Here we go. As you can see all of my commits rather. Push something. I'm gonna ask for a bunch of stuff, but we didn't. And yeah, that is, Git made easy. At least I hope it was easy. If you have any questions, just feel free to ask me in the comments, and I'll reply as I can here. Maybe next time we'll talk about branches and things like that if you guys like this. But anyways, that was Git for Gits, rather. And thank you for watching. Have a good day or night or whatever. See you guys.